The day I smelled burning flesh, I knew something had broken beyond repair. I was just a farmer's son. My mornings were simple. Wake before sunrise, fetch water, check the traps, tend the goats. Life wasn't easy, but it was ours. That morning was like any other until it wasn't.
Ho, ho, ho!
I remember thinking how peaceful everything seemed. Then I heard a crack, loud, sharp. Gunfire. Not once. Again and again. My heart beat so fast I thought it would burst. Then came the shouting, the crying. I heard a woman's voice, please. My children, then a slap. Then silence. I had gone to the stream. The air smelled fresh after the night rain. I dropped my calabash. My feet refused to move.
Ho, ho, ho!
When I forced myself to run back, what I saw didn't feel real. The king's men came like a storm, big men with guns and sticks. They smashed doors, pulled people from their beds, shouted that we were hiding rebels and OG. Our village didn't even have hunters who carried guns. Mama Eno, old and respected, folded her hands and said, please, we are loyal people. We love our king.
Ho, ho, ho!
20, maybe more. The king's guards, they didn't care. They dragged men, women, children to the square. Some tried to reason with them, then silence. Only the crackle of the fire. The kind of child who made you smile when he ran past. Barefoot and laughing, a guard laughed. He came to our village, shared cola nut with the elders, walked among us.
Ho, ho, ho!
He promised roads, clean water, schools, and for a while he delivered. We danced for him. We called him the people's king. He taxed everything, farm produce, firewood, market stalls. Even the boats that crossed the river, he raised his gun and smashed it against her head. She fell, blood pooled beneath her. Her daughter rushed to help, but was kicked aside like rubbish.
Ho, ho, ho!
When he returned, he built new fences, new towers. His palace grew, but our stomach shrank. We stood there, some too afraid to move. Some dropped to their knees. Some wept silently. Then they brought Sadiq, lazy men begging for food. The death of innocents dogs fought over. Bones in the streets. The king's wife wore gold on her neck, diamonds on her fingers.
Ho, ho, ho!
The palace zoo grew. He imported lions, peacocks, giraffes, a private pond for flamingos. His mother screamed, tried to cling to him. They kicked her down. Sadiq cried, called for his mother. Struggled. We bowed as they sped past, swallowing dust while they laughed inside. They poured kerosene on him while we watched, helpless.
Ho, ho, ho!
Sadiq, just a boy, 6 years old. He liked to follow his father to the farm, liked to chase grasshoppers with the other boys. But his father, Bello the teacher, had made the mistake of truth. At a town meeting, he had said the king must help the starving. That was all. That was enough. The guards grabbed Sadiq. He exposed how the king's family owned homes abroad.
Ho, ho, ho!
He shared pictures of them shopping, partying overseas. A guard lit a match. The flame touched his shirt. The fire rose fast. His scream, I still hear it at night. That scream tore through us all. The king before the darkness, even children sang it in the streets. The soldiers heard. Their families were hungry too. They started deserting. King Ogudu, the king we once loved. I remember his first year.
Ho, ho, ho!
But the man changed. I joined them. Old men, women, boys, girls. We walked to the palace. He stopped visiting. He built walls higher than trees. He sent soldiers instead of messengers. When people complained, they disappeared. When chiefs advised him, he removed them. When journalists wrote the truth, they were found dead. We spat at him. Some slapped him. some just watched.
Ho, ho, ho!
He traveled often, South Africa, Dubai, Europe, the slow death of our land, then came the drought. But fear's like a rope, pull it too tight, and it snaps. The north dried up, farmers lost crops. Lost animals, they begged for help. The king sent none, he mocked them, so they stopped sending. What little food they had,
Ho, ho, ho!
the markets thinned out. Rice became treasure. Gari became rare. Children cried themselves to sleep. Mothers boiled leaves. Fathers sold their tools to buy scraps. But in the palace, wine, roasted meats, foreign guests. One day, his convoy passed through. Tinted jeeps, shining tires. The ones who spoke, and how they paid my cousin Tega, smart, fearless. He spoke on radio, posted online.
Ho, ho, ho!
One morning, black jeeps came. Tego was gone. His mother wept for days. We buried an empty coffin. A market woman complained about the taxes. Her shop was burned that night. A student wrote a poem calling the king a thief. He was found floating in the river. We all learned, silence kept you alive. The king's own undoing, but pride blinds even the strongest.
Ho, ho, ho!
His driver, Sewell, leaked a video. In it, the king drank with his ministers. They laughed. And the king said, "Let them eat sand. As long as I sit on this throne, they will bark but never bite." That broke the last chain. Those words spread, painted on walls, printed on shirts, sung in secret gatherings. The day fear died, no plan, no meeting. Just the people rising together.
Ho, ho, ho!
They came out with sticks, stones, empty hands full of rage. No guards, no resistance. The gates stood open. Inside, we saw the king's world, gold chairs, silk curtains, pools bigger than the river, storerooms of food, wine cellars with bottles older than our elders. And the king hiding in his wine cellar. Robe torn, feet bare, crown on the floor. He cried. He begged.
Ho, ho, ho!
Please, I only wanted to protect the kingdom, but no one spoke. We made him walk barefoot through the streets. By sunset, he was gone. Put on a boat, sent across the river. No one knows where. No one cared. The lesson we carry, the king thought fear would protect him forever. He thought we would never rise. And when it snaps, no king can stand.
Ho, ho, ho!
We remember Sadiq. We remember the hunger. We remember those who vanished. And we remember the day we took back our lives. I was there, and I will never forget.
Ho, ho, ho!